In a quiet village near a dense forest, three brothers lived together in a small cottage left behind by their parents. Their names were Roshan, Sammy, and Dami. The villagers respected them for their honesty and kindness. Every morning before sunrise, they would go deep into the forest, cut wood, and sell it in the market. Their earnings were just enough to live a simple life. They had food, shelter, and each other. Yet something felt missing. One night, as the cold wind whispered through the trees, the three brothers sat near the fire. Roshan stared into the flames and said, "I think I would finally be happy if I had a big and beautiful house." Sammy sighed and replied, "If I owned a huge farm with endless crops, we wouldn't have to struggle like this." Dami smiled softly and said, "I just want a beautiful wife who loves me and waits for me every day." Though their dreams were different, their emptiness was the same. One evening, while returning from the forest, they saw an old man sitting by the roadside. Beside him was a large basket filled with apples. He looked tired and weak. Without hesitation, the brothers rushed to help him. "Grandfather, may we carry your basket?" Roshan asked kindly. The old man smiled gratefully. The basket was heavier than it looked, and the road was long. Still, they carried it without complaint. When they reached his house, the old man said, "You three are kind and hardworking. Tell me, what is your greatest wish?" They shared their dreams honestly. The old man nodded thoughtfully. In the nearby town, a wealthy businessman is searching for honest men. Work with him sincerely, and you may achieve your dreams. The brothers decided to try. In the town, they worked day and night. Roshan learned business skills and eventually earned enough to build a grand mansion. Sammy impressed a landlord with his dedication and was given fertile land to manage. Soon, his farm grew vast and prosperous. Dami, with his gentle and respectful nature, won the heart of the businessman's daughter. They married, and he finally had the loving wife he dreamed of. At first, their lives felt perfect. They had everything they once desired, but time slowly changed things. Roshan began feeling lonely in his big house. Servants handled everything. Laughter disappeared. From the halls, the mansion felt silent and cold. Sammy grew anxious about his crops. Every storm terrified him. Every insect felt like a threat. Sleepless nights replaced peaceful dreams. Dami started noticing small arguments with his wife. What once felt magical now felt ordinary. Love turned into routine. Despite achieving everything, the same emptiness returned. One winter day, the brothers decided to find the old man again. They found him sitting by his fireplace, warming his hands. "Grandfather," Roshan said sadly, "our dreams came true, yet we are still unhappy." The old man smiled gently. "Sons, happiness does not come from gaining more. It comes from appreciating what you already have." They listened silently. "You have houses, land, love, but you forgot gratitude. Without gratitude, even blessings feel like burdens. When you constantly chase something new, you forget to cherish what is already in your hands." The brothers looked at one another. For the first time, they understood. They returned home with a changed mindset. Roshan started inviting villagers into his house. Laughter returned to his halls. Sammy began enjoying each harvest instead of fearing the next storm. Dami stopped focusing on small flaws and began appreciating his wife's care and presence. Slowly, the emptiness faded. Nothing outside had changed, but everything inside had. The three brothers, once separated by their grand ambitions, found their way back to each other. They would often gather in Roshan's now lively home, sharing stories from Sammy's bountiful farm. With Dami and his loving wife by their side, their bond, which was the first thing they ever had, became the last and most important thing they learned to cherish.